What's popping this afternoon? What's going on? What y'all doing? Everybody doing good on this Friday Eve? It's the afternoon. Hey Trina, what you doing? How you feeling? Oh, see if anybody else come in. But what you doing this afternoon, Trina? Today's Friday. I'll do some more in a minute. No, we ain't up early. I'm at work. It's what time is it? Where you at? Sexy brown eyes. This Hey Fatima. I'm at work. Okay, good, good, chilling. I'm at work chilling. It must be early where you at, Sexy Brown. I keep forget. Ain't Sexy Brown in California? So it probably is early to her. 8:46. Yeah, it's early. No, I'm at work. I just put some chicken and stuff in the oven for my client. Sitting here cooking something and doing some paperwork. Good morning, Ebony. Ebony, what time is it where you at? Well, it's 10:46 where Trina at. Yeah, I knew Sexy Brown. It had to be early where she was. But where she at, I'm sorry. Ain't no was. Oh, okay, it's 11:47, so me and you on the same time. So I see Carlissa trying to call a truce. That lady is crazy. She is. I mean, it's been over time for her husband to go and have her committed. I'm not telling one lie. One minute you wanna, how you gonna call a truce and you just talked about that girl, baby, like you ain't got no dang on sex. Call a truce. No, somebody need to call a nurse and tell them you out again. That's what you need to do. Cause you just as messy. That's what's wrong with you, messy. I was listening to what's 11:48? Okay, yep, you on the same time as us. Um, I was listening to Miss Boone earlier this morning, listening to some. I'm glad she didn't came to YouTube, and I hope she stay on her neck. But yeah, truth will never happen. Not after you talked about my baby. Nope, it's not gonna happen. Cause all that stuff you said, can't nobody come back from. Oh, you in Cleveland? Okay, you up the street. All that stuff she said, you can't come back from. You know, cause that was a lot.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. Yeah, no, don't ever forget her. You saying too much, and it ain't like you just saying this. You've been saying that since her baby been in her stomach. You've been saying that way long. You know, enough is enough. Enough is enough. You thought it was okay to sit and talk about your grandchild. I don't care if you is grandma. That ain't cool to me. It's point blank. That's not cool at all. But you don't want nobody saying nothing about your child. How you gonna come at her for telling her truth about your son? How you gonna tell her about telling her truth about your son? She was in that house with your son. He was the one that was taking them licks allegedly from your son. You wasn't there. You knew what was all going on. And you act like she is the one. Hey, Delisa. You act like she is the only one that he did this to. You act like he didn't beat on Jay. Like that relationship was just hunky dory, and you know it wasn't. You know it wasn't hunky dory. He did stuff to her. Oh, how we forget. But we don't forget because we are the ones that's been following it. We the ones that's been following it, you know, and seeing it in HD, and then you still want to act like, everything is a lie of what she said about your son. Shoot, he did it to Jaden. And what you tell her? I seen that post you put up the other day. He had been messing around with Sadie, but you told her not to bring them strippers in the house, but she did. But she did. You know, it's just sad. You know, you should have been holding your son accountable, but everybody want her to be held accountable. She didn't apologize. She done took, everything for her wrongs. And you keep texting your son thinking he gonna give you a paragraph, and you making yourself look stupid putting up what he's putting out. It's just like he ignoring you and he tired of it. He asked you, was you obsessed with this girl? And you are. But you want to say you obsessed with your family. No, you obsessed with her. Because if you was obsessed with your family, Carlista, where's Dre? Why is he still in jail? Hmm? Why is he still in jail? You need to go and take you some time off this internet and go get you some help. Because there's something really wrong up there. Yeah, we worry about our kids, but we don't come at their baby mama. Well, my son ain't got no baby mama. He ain't had no kids yet, but we don't come at none of they, his girlfriends and all that. Because you're supposed to, I don't know. I think so, sexy. If you teach your child in the way to grow up, you wouldn't have to worry about none of this. Your son been acting a donkey, because I don't want to say the other word. Hey, good morning, China Eyes. He's been acting a fool on this internet for how long? And you didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing. Good morning, Nikki. Thank you, Richard.
They varnished. That was the only varnish they had, but it said no sugar. You want me to take it back up there?
Yes. And get me a Canada Dry. That's the
Canada
diet.
Dry?
Um, he's been acting a fool on this internet.
Dry is a can.
Is it?
A
Okay.
skinny can.
A little skinny can?
It's a skinny can.
Okay, well, give me a Coke or a Pepsi.
Coke or Pepsi.
Yep, that's like that size. Good morning, King. I mean, Queen. Yeah, he's been on this internet acting a fool, and you didn't hold him accountable for none of that. But you always made it seem like she did something wrong. She did this, even during the kidnapping, when he went and got the baby out the house. You blamed that on her. When he put his private parts on this internet, you blamed it on her, saying she wasn't moving fast enough. John didn't know what to do, not knowing, Prashant didn't even come out and, blatant and debunk his lie. You can't just get surgery just one day. You got to go through a process. You got to go through a process. And then the baby wouldn't have surgery. We didn't even see your son sitting there with her. We didn't see him sitting there with her. He ain't took care of this child, ain't did nothing. But he wanted to offer her 40,000, probably, which was her money probably, because some of that jewelry he pawned was hers and the baby's. You still ain't said nothing about that. When you gonna talk about that, Carlissa? He didn't buy that baby that cross and that chain. She bought that when she came home from jail and left it there, and y'all pawned it. When you gonna talk about that? When y'all gonna talk about it? But you say don't talk. You don't want nobody talking about your son. We ain't seen him. She was at the doctor's appointment. He wasn't there. He was out here spending her money that she left. Still didn't send a diaper. But now all of a sudden, oh my son, my son. We didn't see your son care. We didn't see you care. You've been talking about that baby, like I said, since the baby was in that girl's stomach. We was all here for it. We heard you. Now you want to call it truce. Girl, if you don't go somewhere and sit down somewhere, who you gonna call the truce with, yourself? Hmm? Hey, me 2 times. Who you gonna call the truce with? Yourself? Because she gave you an apology, and what you and Jaden say? Oh, we gonna need some more of that. We need one every day and all that. Y'all mocked it. You remember? Y'all mocked it. It was cute to y'all. I wouldn't give you another apology. I wouldn't have gave that baby forgiven. I couldn't have. Mama, grandmama, anybody talking about my child. Marty, she don't want that in her comments. She called the baby slow. Somebody in my comments? Yeah, she go through a process with surgery. When they told my mom she had to have breast cancer surgery, shoot, we had to go make sure her heart was good. We had to make sure everything was good because you don't know how long it takes for whatever surgery you're gonna go through. And they gonna want to make sure when you go oh, okay. Okay. Um they gonna want to make sure you can stand going up under that knife and being asleep that long. So, it's a process. We're going through surgery. Shoot, when I had my surgeries, they want to make sure everything, especially when you're a little baby and when you're an older person. They got to make sure everything is straight. I'm off today. No, I'm at work. I'm at work. Um, I'm in here cooking for one of my clients, and I was sitting here doing paperwork. I thought about coming on here, seeing what y'all was doing. No, I ain't off today, baby. Y'all know my hours. 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. Nope, he ain't did nothing for him. Nothing. That's what I was just saying, Trina. He ain't do nothing. But you took it upon yourself to pawn his, pawn his stuff. And Carlissa ain't spoke on none of that. Carlissa ain't spoke on none of that. That's why every content creator should be bringing that up. Speak on that. Your son ain't bought a diaper, let alone a pacifier from the dollar store. And wait till y'all hear what I gotta play when I get home. Because I had said this before and everybody ignored it. Everybody ignored it. I wish I had my computer with me, but I don't. To put this up, man. Yeah, it ain't nobody's business because ain't nobody taking care of him. None. They ain't got to stay up with him at night. They ain't got to go to the doctor. They ain't got to put up with it. Nobody. Me either. And especially Carlissa. Especially her. You wrong on so many levels. Now you want to call it truth. Carbaldi. Carlissa is not happy with her damn husband. She is frustrated that nobody is paying her attention to that. Yep. Yep. Nikki, you doggone right. Yeah, I mean it's sad. It's so sad on so many levels. If you claim that oh yeah, I heard that too. Yep, everybody got it too. Everybody got it that when she threatened her. Sure did. Everybody got it. I don't know what's wrong with her. It's sad. She need Jesus. You steady up here talking about this girl. Karma, it hits all sides, honey. It hits something you love. It hits you. It hits a lot of things. And for you, like I said, to be a grown woman, and this is your grandchild, for you to do that, hey Bridget, for you to be doing that, that ain't cool. That's not cool at all. Oh, my son this, my son that. When have your son bought this baby anything or took care of him? He had the surgery. He was not there. You claim he put it up there because he was oh so concerned. Why didn't he go so he can understand or know what's the next steps, what's going on, how to take care of it, how to do this, how to do that? Why he didn't go and do none of that if he was just so concerned? Thank you, Richard. Yeah, why he didn't go up there? Yep. Why he didn't go up there? Okay, Rosengold, thank you. Yeah, why he didn't go up there with the baby? He was oh so concerned. Oh, he put it up there. Not saying Blue, you wrong for doing that. Because that was very wrong. That showed you don't care about your son. You don't care about his well-being. You don't care about his well-being.
And then I'm gonna show you take that chicken out. I'm gonna show you how to turn it over. I had a call, y'all. That's why you couldn't hear. I'm making them some chicken, macaroni and cheese, and mixed vegetables. Yeah, yep. Just drain it. Make sure all the water is out of it. Yep. Um, she did a whole lot. And a truce, nah. That's like if Krishan take a truce with the devil, because we in a matter of days, I wouldn't even give you one day. You're gonna be back talking about her. You are obsessed with her, and it's sad. It is so sad. And take me out some butter, Richard. Some butter. So I could do the macaroni. Then I'm about to show you how to turn your chicken over so both sides will be because that one side should be good. You can turn it over on the skin side and let it get crispy. Hmm. Mm-hmm. He didn't care. He didn't care about putting no clothes on. He wanted to he wanted to go viral by taking a baby. He wasn't caring about what that baby had on and all that. He probably didn't even know where his clothes was, Trina, because he was never that invested. When did y'all see Blue? Y'all remember when Blue had went to go see Krishan Jesus for the first time, y'all, and he took that whole entourage with him. And when he took the whole entourage with him, he went down there to do a video, and then he went back after that. We didn't see Blue do nothing with that baby. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember that. Did you turn all the pieces of chicken over? Okay. Stay right here so I can hear you. Yes. When did y'all hear anything? When did y'all see him go back and do anything with that baby? He did nothing else. He wasn't there doing the surgery. He wasn't there doing none of it. Yeah.
Well, he seasoned the chicken. He got like chicken in the oven with the bake. He got the macaroni,
He ain't did nothing for him. But she telling her what she needs to do. What about him? Krishan doing her part.
Yeah, that's what they told me. And then they told me that they actually got when my dad sent it. I said, yeah, when he dropped it off, he put it in my room and he took it for a while. And then when I came back Monday, I gave it to Mr. Cole, and then it was like, well, it was so did you take it or did your dad take it to you? And I said, no, because I don't look in it. My dad gave it to me, it was still up.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of mess. Yeah, she's a major mother. We was all learning at 25. We was all learning at 25. I had my son at 21. And my mother was there to help me. Krishan ain't got that. And every time we see him, he is fine. He is smiling. He is happy. I don't see what's the problem. See, I had my daughter at 28. And shoot, you still need it to learn different stuff because it's different from a boy and a girl. But we have people that helping us.
I was trying to call you, but your phone was like ringing, so I didn't say that when I talked to you last time because I forgot.
Yeah, we all
And
need help.
then
Hey, Trina. Trina, they didn't tell us it get worse when they get older.
I thought I told you, boy, but I probably
It gets worse when we get older. Because you got to teach them, yeah, they go to school and stuff, but it's other stuff that they don't learn. I had to teach them about credit and teach them about some of everything. And then, they still going to mess up. And we got to teach them different stuff from that.
yeah.
It gets worse as they age.
So this is what I was gonna how you feel like when you do bad, you take it up